It's Saturday afternoon. I totally just felt like, I don't know. I think I was kind of excited last night, so I didn't really sleep. I had to point this out. What is that? Is that a bum? What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, just checking in. I like these shoes. I think they're really cute. I've never bought anything from Coach before. I've kind of not liked how it puts me into, I don't know, their shoes seem to be for the cosmetically refined, and I don't really find designer wear that comfortable, in the sense that it's really not an honest choice, okay? Meaning, my feeling is when I contemplate purchase something nice or designer, one of the things I ask myself is, where am I going to wear that? And often it does not fit into my feet on the ground lifestyle. And the other is, it seems to separate. It gives me this feeling of alienation. I'm waiting for my FaceTime to open up. The computer is so slow. What do I mean by alienation? We could do AD number. Your lean is an alien, okay? Having so much to do with your prosperous red, R-E-D, theology to bread and breed. Red. Okay. Still waiting for FaceTime to open up. Where is it? Right there. Okay. Hey. I have a number of snippets. You've probably noticed if you're at this point in the video. How's my hair today? Generally like a little frame, okay? A little fringe of frame bang. Let's see. Snippets. Yeah, I slept in. I think I'm thinking, sleeping, because I don't think I slept so much last night, which is fine. It happens. Usually given the opportunity, I like to give in until I get that REM of something settling and sorting itself out, and then I'm like, okay, I arise, and I'm like, The other thing that happens is I grab my notebook and I'm like, that's a thought. You should take that down. It's an important connection. It's an important bridge to understanding. This you should take down so you could share. Okay? What else? Mina wants to go outside. That expression was a bridge to my notes here, but I know Minno's pressing on me to be like, it's nice out. He's got the thought bubble of, bitch, it's nice out. Let's get going. Okay. Well, let's see. I've got a scribble here. I'll see what I can make do on the cuff, on the fly. If I make cookies, okay, I have to share and give them away. Sorry, take those capitals off. Ma is your mouth, okay? There we go. Something that's hayed is your Dow with war is a day that has been hayed. The hay has been laid, okay? And when something is dry, you can put it into a bundle and you can roll it, okay? You roll it up, you just push it over, okay? It's hay, okay? It's already, the day's already been laid. Day, hay, okay? Dash, ass, tas, has, said, dash, hayed. Okay. With the ID, okay? You made the hay, all right? To lay in. What you do with your last straw, you know, you're talking about your reasoning capacity. And I think most essentially you're talking about who you're married to and through, okay? Like I said, your law-t does not love and did not engineer, okay? Is not set up in its debt to income to provide to do with you, all right? And if it's not going to do with you and not love you, it's actually tooling you to deal with the penis, okay, that brought two who are red together debt again, all right? Fee-fend. And make every woman also feel that penis, okay? To get some red bread and bed, okay? Forcing you to marry Doft. That's what you have to look forward to as a woman, -D, okay? And for you women in insolence, because your husband is in the thief in marketplace and you get a free ride on that, you're prostituting the single person or every other woman, okay? Who you did shame. Well, you're not invested in a committed relationship. I'm like, neither are you, bitch height, okay? And you never were, okay? Unless it's right here, okay? You cannot speak for a value unless you receive it. Okay, receive it. Okay. I could press this. Divine, divvy, divine, divine, and the hive. Okay, need the dime, and the high, the him, the I'm the medic, I'm the mend. Okay. I think the most fictitious thing about your law -t, and you need to see that, is you as a woman never gave the hand, okay, to do with you. You never gave the hand to do with you, so you can't actually ever ask for the air. Okay, you can't give your word and say, I give you honest to goodness follow through, that you suss the follow through one-on-one on what is necessary and what's essential for our living, okay, with purpose, as desire, as reason in life even, okay? We don't need a gun, okay? So get off your fictitious romance that you're framed by a strong man who can't do one honest to goodness push-up in integrity, okay? In the military, okay? You're saying you love donkey. Your donkey is red and you prefer it that way, okay? It's a false stage of romance. Again, for the law -t, where you go to court with, I would, yes, I would, Dow with would also, I would. Dead to ask, are you screwed? And screwer, okay? To make your news newer. Okay, to stage the next screwer. In a way, I'm talking about its necessary function to turn away from what you're looking at. Turn away from what you're looking at and being drawn into, okay? And start forging an honest face with your own face, representing your own value, follow through, okay? Even two, even vent, even two. And like I said, if you want to speak for a value, you need to receive it by being it, okay? The example. all right? So in a way, hashing shit out without a gun, okay, is we're building a facet, okay? A face and a facet and a fact. Sorry, hit the caps. We'll just leave it, okay? And that facet and fact is Toph, the head Doff, okay? So how do we give our value to Toph? And one thing I didn't mention, so Toph is rich. And, you know, I build this into my knowledge, the way I think about it. TF is territorial force. You'll notice there's a 0 there, an honest to goodness 0, okay? Innocence and reflection. Again, you're talking on the gun, okay? And you don't need that for protection. You need that to build false romance and false drama for your lust that you're calling love, okay? And follow through to get ass screwed. Are you red too? To hoard value? So ladies, also, you know, get over your petty antics about other women stealing your man, because for all intents and purposes, you're setting up every woman to be a prostitute and your man -d to prostitute them for, by, and with you, okay? You know, give an honest value to put it at play, all right? Because you want it. As your own fate and plate, okay? And pat, the lat, okay? 0 territorial force. But we're building a fact off of Toph. This conversation is with Doff, taking off your hydrogen, okay? If you want follow through in love, you know, you need to create that value, because you have no present client with thieves. They only exist to recycle a red value, RED, to get red bed and breed and read, REED, okay? My association goes to the sugar cane, and then the sugar cane goes to slaves. They carry it, okay? Didn't, you know, in England, the UK, didn't they have the black people carry their sugar? For the spotless, whimsical white whims of their women, -d, okay? Now, you know, to be just, honestly, the blacks colloquially are in this position too, because on some level they compete rather than complete, okay? I'm going to finish the thought. Let's get there. And then minnow, a shade. The ID, the dole, and the designator hold, the low road, the Lord, okay, low road, okay, low road, die the eye, and the example, okay, the egg. If you prefer, leg, L-E-G, the GED, you know, that's your educational curve. You're learning to be to tool deft, okay, from daft. It can work definitely in the malfeasant marketplace also, so that you tool deft tight, okay, where you're going to eat next, and you're creating the rent, okay, so that it will always have your back, that you can call it for rewar -d, okay, for a war that is red again, okay, establishing the need for the law because you're making everyone thiefant, okay, because you're only handing out red. Red bread, red bed, okay, as your job, okay, and your date of birth, okay, and then hand calling it love, okay, but no one can see the difference in the container because you tooled a facet off of stupid, all right, to keep asking for it with his bitch height, okay, B-I, that's 2, B-I-itch height, okay. Chit is a sprout. It's isn't it a, look it up, C-H-I-T. With every clearinghouse, courthouse, chapter, it hit, okay. Isn't it a, it's like a notice of payment. Pay me, pay me, pay me. You owe me, okay? In standing for love and follow through, okay? The greatest value I think you could give anyone. If you want to be loved, it needs to be a choice, okay? So allow them to be independent, okay? So you understand the need of what I'm fronting with my backing to be in place, to afford the grace, okay? It's not love and it's not admiration if you have to foster a weakness in a barnacle and keep believing in that you can teach stupid on the dole and soul, okay? That you sold red, all right? And you're not seeing through it, okay? This sort of stupid attachment should start to fall away, okay? There wasn't love there, okay? And that value is not important and does not matter in terms of a mate, okay? Really, to date. So the leg, the legend, too. You know, we're talking a lot about our myth of the gestate and the guest state and the stranger and the Lot and Lot's wife, okay? I'm gonna leave that right there. I think I got through this note. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm gonna play Frisbee with Minnow. I think I'm gonna piece these together. And this class is going to be snippets. Snippets and segue. I haven't played Frisbee yet. My computer froze and I cut the fan on it. I wanted to point out in the alien, it's a lie. You're feeding face value, you're speaking for a value, but you're lying because your alien ends. Tag and bag, bad, bad. You that are not thief and as deft as we are to a land, the bed, to lay it, to be it, thief and debt again, okay? It's a lie. So lie if there's any value in that, all right? Do you think there's any value in that? Let's see. While I'm here, another video. I thought it would go onward with this. You know, in the segment of the personal C is C. See the segment. Okay. Thought I would add a little more clarity and parsing there. The page from when Trump Jr. was in Maine, Portland, Maine, at the Holiday Inn. There's a video snippet where I'm talking about Duncan, who had a conversation with in the art room, complained that LePage took away, you know, health care or funding for people over 65. I'm not fully in the know, but in terms of what he did and did not do for others, but this much I do know. He is not creating food for the girlfriend. Okay? And then he's not creating food for the girlfriend. He's not creating go odd. Okay? To devain, even odd, nod. Even, 1, that's odd. 0 on 1, okay. But 10, that's even. He's not creating food, okay? And I spoke of this a little bit earlier. He's not giving independence to love, the half affair, okay? Half affair, F-A-R-E, okay? Again, I don't get sustainability for thinking it through even too, particularly among LePage, our governor in Maine, okay? And the tear, okay? The packaging, okay? What you see is what you get, all right? Packaging. LePage as an example in quotations. So if I'm using quotation marks, I'm speaking of an illusion of value, okay? It's an illusion. It does not have follow through and does not give a fig nor one righteous fuck to buck, all right? So he makes a stand on subjugating women to believe in his frame end, which is to frame the woman to force to marry stupid, daft, thief end, okay? In a repetitive cycle of red, all right? R-E-D. To value your token, wed, and weed, marry, stupid, again, to sup and supersede, okay? So he's making stupid be a symbol of doing. Ego, God doing, do with you and within the wind, wind, and wing, God, date of birth, and the disco job, being, business, hyphen, twit, with him, the twit, the you men, Hyman. What's up, Hyman? What is up, Hyman? Enter again. Enter again. Oh, see, enter I see the common era. See? You're making money purposely on your married couple, debt to get off the the whole ought, okay? To be brow height, bought, okay? If you're not giving self-sufficiency, you are not ever preparing an emotionless, okay? Teff, that is a type of grain like wheat. Effort, okay? Emotionless, okay? You always have to be on drama patrol, don't you? To keep your defense up. I would have, okay? I would have. Oh, you hurt my feelings. I loved you, and now I have a child, and now you're cheating on me with all the women that I only gave prostitute jobs to see it through. Me too. Haha, who's a whore in red again. Making valuer red debt thief end. All right, so there's something I wanted in here. I think it was to point out that the TF, territorial force, you know, of 0. Oh yes, here we are, RET. So I pulled these. Air, ERE, that's before. Where is that? Okay, right here. Figure 8, re-eat, and RETE. That's the net. Network of blood vessels or nerve cells, okay? RET, soak flax or hemp in water to soften it and separate the fibers. The fibbers, all right? Each to one's own. You know, do you want to fib on the throne? Tone, hone, roan. RONE, that is a gutter. You can think of that from the eaves, okay? Of your house. This didn't get in the last definition of fords, so I'm putting notable fords. The shallow is the heel. Shallow. Do off fords, fort the head. I can afford the head, okay? Versus SF, science fiction, and is it called scene fine? You have to look that up. I think it means it's Basque for the people, a movement for the people. But you're giving us science fiction thanks by forcing sin to be in the skin, okay? In NS, nanoseconds. Designated signature, sup, opt, and tucked, an ID. It is blatantly stupid. Okay? Debt to tell ye to eat. Eat my teat. Ha ha hat, hyphen, eat my teat. So, the notable, or are they really? Okay? these snippets I just pulled, I thought the Virgo was interesting. I'm a Virgo moon in the 9th house and Virgo Mercury, and I'm a Libra on the cusp of Virgo, and I've got Virgo somewhere else. I've got a lot of Virgo and I've got a lot of Scorpio in my astrology chart. This is Bob, and almost looks like Tacit. Okay. So I met Bob, and I'm the one who told him when I put on his knit hat that he made, that he says he could crochet. He only knows how to crochet a few, I think, stitches. That I felt like I was from the Ming Dynasty, and he laughed, and I laughed too, and it was funny. But very interesting about his little storyline here. I'm thinking I'm going to contact him. I also like, and I'm probably going to build on this idea because I'm in the process of designing the shape of the money to be laser cut. I like that there's 2 hexagons in this. I like that. There's 2 hexagons. It's a flower with stamen and seed, okay? Stipple, stamen, seed. Stamen, I think, has the pollen. I also like this code. Dart. I don't know what a dingus is. But welcome back. You have 30% off if you sign up. I'll look it up. All right. So this was my comment on that. So I was just pulling these. Little Electa Ta, which is what you soak your tannins in, okay, of your leather and your wine. Ta-in-law with whom mend, who's been, okay. Debt through rule. W-E-I-D. Yoth, the feast, with the lid, okay. Do with you, okay. Debt ass nude well, okay. You know who to ask to get the direction that you're selling, right? Selling and telling. I don't always use the tilde in here. The tilde. Sometimes in just casual conversation, it's translated to 2D, two-dimensional dialogue. I just put a space, okay? Here's an idea to here, and look at me. Here's adding on to it, and hey, I could keep running with this, okay? And producing more clarity and follow through until we've got, do we have a cycle? Okay? Does your eye see my eye? Okay? Circle 8 or the shape or the vesica pieces. I think that's the way you spell it. But if you take two circles and overlap them, it looks like the fish bladder or the shape of your eye. Okay? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? You know? Go fig. Phi. I've not figured that. I've not put that up there for you. Figure E8. E8. Okay. Phi is on the way to many things. I think it's ficacious. Anyway, that is a writ, you know, it is written. But how I use it mostly is fideism. Fideism, I abbreviate for phi. Vi, I abbreviate for vi. Rise to the challenge. Qua, qui, qua. That's both a halt. Who goes there? You know, who? You're asking who. All right. Fideism is a belief in self-revelation. All right, so I will get these definitions. I'll put my last little snippet here. And I should also, you know, I've been putting my little notes and dialogue on the Go Fig series on Vimeo. I have a few notes that aren't on it, so maybe I will include them on this video. So yeah, Dave O at Oware USA. You can buy things from him, okay? That's his business, Oware. I've worked for Dave for a long time. When I got out of college, and I used to rollerblade to the city over in Sparks, Nevada, from Reno. He worked there. I worked there I was a seamstress, okay? And then he started working for himself. He taught me how to place my friends in crevices for rock climbing and rappelling. So my one and only significant time I rappelled in terms of down a cliff face where you have to, you know, extend your body almost horizontal, okay? Which is, you know, with the horizon, but there's no land underneath you except far down the cliff side. In this case, it wasn't far down the cliff side, but it's still 9 degrees horizon. And, you know, do I trust my friend, which is a little mechanical device, and do I trust Dave holding the other end of the rope, you know, for me to rappel down? And do I trust him that he says that this is a doable thing and that I can do it? Okay, so Dave taught me that. He was an outward bound instructor, and his wife Katie was my track and cross country teammate in high school. Let's see. I'll grab these definitions. sometimes I also put it in there like that, you know, i.e. we are, okay, the 8 to elate in the making. Is it just me, or does everyone look like they're just shitting? They are just shitting and hitting, all right? Class 108, I have 2 features on my new Movavi Screen Capture Studio, and one is to make a montage, and I thought that would be great for snippets, but it cuts all my videos in half and then remixes them or something, so that's what happened there. This is just news I didn't get to. I thought this was interesting. My Vimeo on demand. They let me know that I've made no sales. But they love me. And that, even though it sounds a bit depressing. And then, of course, that's my comment. Displaced person, dew point, double play. Press the sing in the tine, in the tin, and in the example. Thieves don't need ego odd, okay? They just need you to keep believing in the idea that they're bringing it. I'm not sure if I put these out here. TF, the territorial force, tear weight. It is packaging. The weight. The weed, with no contract in reality, to make the mat, the mate, the Matthew, the math, Hugh. All right? Matthew. Head, hand, high definition. The snare, SN, that is your tin and tine. ND, no date. Snare and nair, dare. Re-add the right hand and head. Snared, okay, AD. As the stare. So I don't, honestly, I can't remember if this got in one of my last videos or not, since I've been having a little bit of problem, it would seem. I thought that was interesting. Banksy's artwork self-shreds at auction. And interestingly, at this moment of our time as well, what's going on? Sin and spin, pin on one. Nad, add dime, even. Dime, even, dined in the hind. What is this? This is what's next. Class 109. But I'm uploading Class 108 Extended right now, not to be confused with 108, because 108 is snippets. Then we have 109, and I wanted to make mention of this. There's a restaurant right out the door on Congress Street, right around the corner of Oak Street, where I live, and it's called 555. I was walking past it with Minnow, and there's a lot of pedestrians on Congress Street and in Portland in general, because there's a lot of places to eat and drink. I mean, a lot of places. And the doors of these restaurants open right out onto the brick sidewalk. And, certain times of the year, there's a lot of patrons in the sense that big ships come to Portland, and so there's a lot of tourists. And on these very fair fall evenings, there's a lot of people out, tourism, etc. And a woman pushed the glass door of 555. She pushed it open onto pedestrian traffic, which happened to be me and my dog as we were passing next to the door, with her head down, and she almost cuffed me with the door, the door ajar. And so I'm like, whoa, and then Minnow and I got out of the way and walked past, and then Minnow's parking himself to piss on a pole. And so I turned back and I said, you almost cuffed me in the face, because I didn't think that she understood what she almost did if I weren't paying attention. And she's a cute little Asian, and she just played it off with her family, okay? Like, hi, yeah, almost, whatever, it came off very lighthearted, but for me, recognizing that wouldn't have felt good, I still wasn't in the mood to receive lighthearted. I mean, I wanted it to land. You almost cuffed me in the face because you weren't paying attention. What were you thinking? Pushing a door open that's glass, you could clearly see through it, and your head's down. What were you thinking? That's not what I want to wear. I don't want to wear the side of your fucking door, and then you're going to give me a light little apology. Anyway, moving on. Moving on to be a song and dong. One so on and do on one. Song and dong. That should get us up to par. This was class 108, cut the snippets. I have class 108 extended. And I have Bob. You're going to meet Bob. I have a video to Bob for class 109. And this is going to be class 110.